There we go. New item shop. A new item shop. I don't care about all that. You think I care about all of that? Not right now. Not unless Supermarket's back in the shop. That's the only reason I would care about that. Man, I want that so bad, by the way. I have been waiting for the Supermarket emote to come back to the Fortnite item shop. I gotta tell you, I'm getting impatient, you know. I'm starting to feel like it's one of those things that we're just never gonna see again. But I want it so bad. I missed having it. Like, I missed getting it when it first came out, and man, I gotta say, I am pretty sad that I missed it, because it was out for like a week and a half or something, and I gotta tell you, like, I thought it was really cool, but I like to, when new emotes and stuff drop, I kind of give myself like a couple days, you know, like, especially if it's gonna be out for a little while, I give myself a few days to kind of feel it out, see how I feel about it, so it's not just like, I'm not just buying an emote that like I like initially or whatever, you know, like, I'm not just buying it just for the fun, and just because it's new and exciting. And so instead of doing that, I like give myself a few days. But I think when it first came out, it was like before my kids moved, and I had my kids here with me, and I think I like got them something in the shop, or I just like didn't have enough money or something, and I had other plans for what I wanted to do with the V-Bucks that I had, and then by the time I got around to like remembering that Supermarket was in the shop, it was gone. Like, I think like 6 o'clock or something that day that it left, I was like, no, it was just here yesterday. I was very, very sad about it. So, but oh well. Oh well. Ugh, trying to get myself set up here, like always. Just trying to get the get my earbuds functioning properly. These things are so great, you know. I love how they sound, but I'll be honest, getting them initially set up so I can use, sometimes kind of annoying. Sometimes my glasses get in the way. Hold on, let me see if I can, let's see if I can get my, hello. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Ugh. Yeah. And I want to put glue on these so bad, to put them like, to keep them from coming off, but I don't want the glue to dry. But like, these go into my ear, you know, and I don't want to have dried glue in the earpiece, possibly getting inside of the earbud and then like screwing up the technology, like screwing up the electronics. But I also don't want to have dried glue getting into my ear. So like, as much of a frustration as it is.
I can't see you here, but something is wrong with YouTube chat. None of my messages are going through.
Oh, let me reload that. Hang on. Let me reload that. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. It should be fine now. You know how YouTube is sometimes. Just loves to, Lumia Stream just likes to not connect to YouTube sometimes. But yeah, I don't want to have dried glue in my ears, so we'll just not do all of that. I'll just deal with the yes, yep, there you are. There you are. Live once again. Alive, live, and here we are. How are you doing? Gonna get the yeah, that should be fine. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't mean to make it like, I was gonna say something, but since I knew I was streaming today, I was just gonna wait until stream. But I don't mean to like send you all of the backrooms videos that I come across, but because there's been like an established likeness of of Backrooms, and I've been talking to my girlfriend about watching it with her. I'm like, I just keep seeing all of the different clips and everything, and I'm like, man, I gotta send these to you because they're just so funny. That's fine. I just like, it's just, I just think they're so funny. Like, honestly, there's, you know what? Her and I send TikToks to each other back and forth constantly and say nothing, and we don't ever respond to them. But I know that she sees them, and she knows that I see hers. So you don't need to respond. I just think that they're funny, and she doesn't want me to send them to her because she wants to watch the movie without any spoilers. So you're like the next person that I think of to send, and also just because we talk about it. So, but it's all good as long as you're okay with it. As long as you're okay with it, it should be okay. I just don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be like weird or whatever. But they are funny. I've gotten to a point where like, you know, I can connect my phone to my car, and I'll just listen to them while I'm driving sometimes. Just like, especially like after work traffic. You know, I go from work to home, and it's like, without traffic, it's maybe 15-20 minutes to get home. But with traffic in the afternoon, it's like 45 minutes. Like, that's how bad the traffic is. It adds like 30 minutes. But man, so they're good to, they're fun to listen to and act out in my car. I had a psychiatrist appointment earlier, and I I don't even remember what that is. What is the jumble of that one? Because I don't even remember. I haven't seen any of those word scrambles in a while, like any of the videos. Psychiatrists are definitely a lot different than like a therapist too, because like therapy is really good for like learning different like regulation tools and emotional processing and blah blah blah. But like psychiatrists are more like, they're like shrinks that also are intended to like be able to prescribe medication. So low-key Kirk genuinely. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but I was like, but I'm thinking like, what is the Kirk? Why Kirk? What's the point? Oh my gosh. I feel like it would be better to just be like low-genuinely, but I don't understand the purpose of Kirk being in there. I don't know if I should feel validated, annoyed, or a mix of both. Probably both, honestly. When I was in a therapy group for like 8 months, and we had our individual therapist, we had a group therapist, and then we had a psychiatrist that we saw like once a month or whatever. I hated seeing my psychiatrist. It was terrible. It was like, they want you to unwrap, they want you to unpack like all of your trauma at the same time that they want to just be like, that's great. Here's some medication and screw off. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. I'll just take all these feelings and emotions that I now have just so I can, you know, go take this medication. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Told about how I think I have a very stigmatized disorder and about the reason. She's like, see, I think you have other thing that I'm 99% sure I have, but I don't like diagnosing that because I see it as an extension of CPTSD. So then what is her plan, bro? Oh my goodness. At least she believes I have CPTSD because my uncle thinks I do. Okay. Yeah, but so what is the solution? Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. Whoa. Boom. Well, so Kind of. Okay, so I kind of see what you mean then. The feeling validated but also feeling kind of annoyed thing. I don't know if that's her agreeing that I possibly have that disorder or saying I only have CPTSD. It may be both. Usually in my personal experience, so don't take this as anything that actually means anything, but in my personal experience, whenever they've been like, well, this could be classified as this, but I don't like saying that because of this reason. That typically means like you do have that, because I've asked for clarification. I've been like, so does this mean that this is what it is? And she usually goes, yes, but, and the but makes it feel less valid or less real or whatever. So it usually does mean like, yes, you have that, but they're gonna focus the treatment probably on the thing that's more closely related to it, that's a little bit more generalized, since it may be a little bit more complicated treating the actual thing or whatever it is. Hi, Cooper. Hello, hello. I hope you are doing well. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Sort of the big thing, because that's like, yeah, all that stuff about your mom. Yeah. Well, hopefully it is actually... Huh. Hi, Jens. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Let it burn. Oh, right. So while we're sitting here kind of like, you know, chatting a little bit and playing some music, I didn't get around to doing it before I got on here. I laid down to take a little bit of a nap, and then I like jumped up and realized that I needed to eat before I came in. So well, I appreciate that, Jen. Thank you, and thanks for letting me know. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Yeah, as but I got, you know, I made myself a sandwich and had some yogurt and stuff and hung out. And so I forgot to do this before because I was like setting up for stream, and I was fixing some of my commands and, you know, making up my thumbnail, which if you're not watching on YouTube, you can find me at YouTube. It's at silver_wolf, just like everything else. And you can watch the VOD on YouTube. It's super great, and I have all these different thumbnails. But yeah, I was working on the thumbnail while I was eating my sandwich, and I didn't get around to actually putting this together. But my girlfriend released a new song. It's called Habits. I have not added it to the playlist on here yet, so I can't put it up in here yet. But she did show it to me a few days ago, and then asked me not to share it with anybody until she's able to put her whole lyric video together. And if you see her page on TikTok, then you'll be able to see like kind of how she has her lyric videos set up. But she asked me not to share it or say anything to anybody until she's able to post it. So she was able to do that, and I'm excited to get that added to the playlist so that I can show it to you guys. It is really, really fun. The beat is great. I won't say the word that she used to describe what the song is like, but it is pretty good. like the word that she used was pretty good, and it is really good. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll reach out. Yeah, I'll reach out to you on I can reach out to you on Twitch after. The day after I said that I saw a video where someone animated him flashing the screen with his blue screen stomach. That's wild, and now I want to know what that is. I want to know what that is so bad. You'll have to send that to me in Discord. That actually sounds really funny. Yeah, I've seen a handful of different Verity things recently. I saw somebody streaming with like a Verity head or something. I'm pretty sure Liberty Mutual is also jumping on. That's fine. I don't care about the quality. I just want to see what you're talking about. Like, I just want to know what you're referencing. But I swear Liberty Mutual is absolutely like Verity, like is using Verity now. Yeah, I don't know that it actually is like official or whatever, but it does look very, because you said Verity's like that is like a, well, hold on. I don't even remember what Verity looks like. Hold on. Well, hang on here. I might not even know what I'm talking about. Oh, how do you, what the heck is it? Oh yeah, the little like happy face thing. That's wild. All right, hang on. You know, I have so many questions about this character. I have so many questions. What is his connection? Its connection? What's the what is Verity again? Because I need context before I say anything. Because I want to say something, but I probably shouldn't. Your personal helper friend, obviously. Yeah, okay. Okay. Then I'll just keep that. I'll just keep my opinion to myself. Like, I don't know. Watch the series, you LARPer. Listen, I type in Verity in Google and it just pops up like books and characters from TV shows, like live action characters. Shared to the class, can't be as vile as I think about him. You know? No, I just, oh, let me see here. $1 million made without selling any drugs. Nice. Schedule 1, perfect. Is it by the mob? Or that mob? Oh, this is terrifying looking. Okay. So it's like a full, it's a whole freaking movie. Got it. Okay. That's terrifying. Okay. Well, we'll reserve. I'll stay reserved for right now. Anyways, okay. No, I don't know. Just adding an animated character to a ball, to a circular, you know, smiley face ball, but making it that cute is kind of criminal. You know, it's kind of weird. All right, I gotta turn my monitor down. All right. So while we load up in here, we'll kind of go over the rules for what we're getting into, and then kind of talk about the nuances of today's episode, because today is episode 0, which means we're just getting through the plateau and also doing a little bit of setup for the next couple of days. Oh, you know what though, too? I need to go here. Beast Gohan, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna load up. I'm gonna load up my 100% save here real quick and kind of take a look at what we need to have. Because after the plateau, we've got to figure out what towers we need to get in order to get through all of this. So obviously, oh, you know what? Actually, I can pull up the object map, and I think that actually gives me, excuse me, it gives me a better idea of what we're looking at here. Region outline, no. Holla. Okay, so some regions that we're gonna have to have. Once we leave the plateau, we are gonna need to get the Central Tower, Dueling Peaks. We're not gonna need the Gerudo Highland Tower, or the Gerudo Tower, but we are gonna need the Wasteland Tower. So we're gonna need, what is this? So we need to get the plateau. Central, Wasteland, we'll need Ridgeland, we'll need Tabantha. We won't need Hebra. And then we'll need Dueling Peaks. We'll need, gosh, Lanayru, Eldin. We're gonna need most of the towers. I'm honestly willing to say that we should get also Hateno, because I do want to go through Hateno. Yeah, I do want to go through Hateno. So we are gonna have to get the Hateno Tower. Man, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 towers. 9 towers, counting the plateau. We're gonna need 9 towers. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so we'll talk about the rules real quick about how we're gonna do today. Let me turn this down a bit more. Okay, let me go ahead and throw the rules in here. Ba-bam. And we'll wait for them to pop up. How rude. Hello. Oh, okay. It gets put in the queue, that's why. Okay. Well, anyways. I thought Verity was hot since episode 1 was the only thing out. I'm an OG, some could say. I heard that one line. You'll immediately know what I mean. And a switch flipped. Interesting. Okay. All right, well, let me go through the rules real quick. This is what we're doing today. And the next few days, probably the rest of this week, and then maybe we may end up going through Monday. I'm not really sure. Kind of depends on how today and tomorrow go. So that should say Breath of the Wild challenge or BOTW challenge. I don't know why it just says BT dubs, but you know, BT dubs. We're playing like one of the Oregon Trail people. We must stay within the bounds of every walking trail we come across. Here are the rules of the run. Rule number 1, obviously, like always, all the divine beasts and the finale must be completed. Walking trails must be visible on the minimap at all times. So that obviously excluding Gerudo, because there's no walking trails in the Gerudo Desert after the bazaar, I believe. I think after the bazaar, there's like nothing there. Oh no, there's a trail that goes to the bazaar and up to the city, but technically there's no trail that leads to the hideout. So that doesn't, we obviously, like, we wouldn't be able to do that, so we have to just kind of let that go. So the desert's kind of the only place where we don't really have to follow any of those rules, or at least the trail rule. Number 3, only the weapons collected within view of trails are allowed to be used. I do want to, I guess I kind of mentioned it. Yeah, okay, so weapons collected within view of trails, which also means on the minimap, are allowed to be used. Movement is free roam inside all towns only, so I don't have to be within view of a trail. I don't have to be on a trail, anything like that. Because, you know, when you get into a town, it kind of zooms in on the minimap a little bit more. So we're not going to worry about getting into a town and then, like, having no trail to walk on. That will be totally fine as long as we are in the town. We are free to go anywhere within the bounds of the town. But once we leave the town, we have to be on or within very close distance to a trail. Number 5, trails made visible in-game and on the map are allowed. That means that sometimes there are trails or sets of ruins that are visible to us in the game, but they're not marked as a map in, like, they're not marked as a trail on the map. So in both of those cases, those are okay, as long as it looks visibly like it is some kind of man-made or naturally carved trail, then we're allowed to go through it. But otherwise, we are not. And the last rule, number 6, nighttime travel is not allowed. So it'll be very much like playing as it'll be very much like playing D&D or playing as like a regular Hyrulean traveler. You know, once nighttime falls, we've got to get somewhere safe and probably covered because of you know, nighttime creepy crawlies, where we've got to set up some fire and sit by it, or just sit somewhere. If we don't have any way to have fire, then we've got to, you know, duck under somewhere and hang out until morning comes. So anyway, so those are our rules for the run today. Kind of looking forward to getting into it, but I had to make I had to make these rules pretty specific, I guess, or whatever, because I mentioned last week, you know, I got a lot of you goofballs that, you know, like to come in and get real particular about how I follow certain rules. So, you know, within the bounds of like a joking manner, we're gonna have some, you know, like, we're not gonna be crazy about it. You know, I know in Tears of the Kingdom you also have things like your exact location, so you can be, you know, within this X coordinate range or whatever. Obviously we don't have that in this game, but the last handful of challenges that we've done, I've had the HUD on pro mode, and for this specifically, for this challenge, I've turned the HUD back on. So we have things like the time, we have things like our mini map, and, you know, all of that stuff. So we will be able to actually see on our mini map whether or not we're within proper range of a trail. So that is how that is going to go. And I'm kind of excited to get into it. Also, I keep hitting my mic. It's weird. I've been doing this for as long as I've been doing this, and I hit my mic all the time. Like, but I also sit on my headphone cord a lot. So, you know, that's something that I do pretty regularly. Professional streamer, by the way. Okay. But we can go ahead and get into this. We can also go ahead and turn this off and get right into the fun. Not the dueling peaks. We're going to go in here. And we can turn the gameplay audio up a little bit here, since we're not going to have any music going on. What the heck are we doing? What the heck are we doing? Professional streamer, by the way. Professional streamer. Yes, coming through. Oh. Oh no, what happened to my timer? Okay, well, we don't need that up right now. I do need to reset the wolf counter, my death counter, and then where the heck is my timer at? Now that's weird. Oh no. Oh no, my timer is... Wait, is it... Does it need to be updated or something? What's wrong with it?
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes, you big dummy. Okay, he doesn't say that, but... I'd also like to mention that this also means that we're not chasing any wolves beyond the bounds of our minimap. So, if we miss a wolf, oh well. But we're gonna have to... I'm gonna have to figure out this... Dang, I guess we don't get to have a timer today. We don't get to have a timer, guys. I'd have to close OBS entirely, and I'm not doing that. So I guess we just don't get to have a timer today. That's kind of sad. I didn't know that that was my timer. My timer plugin needs to be updated. Oh well. I guess we will just go without. How sad. That's all right. Okay. Anyways. I thought about doing this too, about clipping out of the Shrine of Resurrection, but there's really no reason to. I have an appointment for an autism test. You'll never guess when it is. Is it... Well, that depends. Is it in person or is it like a Zoom appointment? Because if it's Zoom, I'm gonna assume it's like sometime tonight or tomorrow during stream or something. The way that you're talking about it sounds like. I don't know. The way you're talking about it sounds like that's what you mean. That's what you're implying. I don't know. What doctors do you know that schedule appointments for the next day? Actually, totally honest, a lot of them, I don't know. A lot of the, well, okay, but I'm in a different state than you, though.
Slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
Oh, in November. Ugh, gross. Look, I have like the worst memory in ever. The same way that
Our light. That must
I don't retain information. I do not retain information very well. Unless it pertains specifically to me or somebody that I see on like a daily basis, like I don't remember most things. Like I have to put, other than my own birthday, I have to put everything in a calendar, you know, or something like that. Like if it's important enough that it needs to be, that I need to remember it, I have to put it in a calendar or write it down somewhere. I'm the worst at retaining information. It was one of the reasons that my ex-wife divorced me. And, you know, all the other stuff, but we're not going to get into that. This isn't therapy. We're not going through all that. So pretty. So pretty. All right. Now, off the plateau, right off rip here, we do have a handful of weapons, so we can go ahead and grab these, which is pretty nice. We'll go ahead and collect our bits of stuff here. Yeah, there we go. And we'll grab some yummy foodies. My mom's developed another annoying habit of picking up her second, probably way more. I'm gonna smoke inside, like, constantly phase. Ew, gross. Smoking inside is, first of all, illegal. Second, disgusting. Like, I don't care who you are. I'll tell my best friend smoking is disgusting. But my friends don't smoke, so I don't have to worry about hurting anybody's feelings. But anybody who's not... Anybody who is offended when they hear somebody say that smoking is disgusting, like, that's enough. That's enough that you should be like, maybe I should stop doing this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump off of here, though, real quick. Nice. Because right off rip, after we get some mushrooms and some stickies, we can come down here and we can get a nice piece of flint, which is great for when we need to set up a campfire if we don't happen to have any fire arrows. Now, I mentioned last week, before I ended stream, while I was kind of talking about potential rules and stuff for this challenge, is that we're not going to be following any of the trails given on the plateau, considering there are no actual, like, there's no actual trails on the minimap, period. So this is going to be the only area in the game where we can actually be a lot more lenient about our rules, I suppose you could say. We're just not going to have, you know, a whole lot of rules to deal with on the plateau, which is also really good for keeping, for getting us some good supplies to start with, so we don't have to worry about following a whole bunch of different rules. We're going to go up here. And I want to, let's see here, grab these acorns. And then I do want to take out this boko that's over here. Oh, wait. I missed an acorn. Hello? Can I have the acorn? Can I have this acorn, please? Hello? Thank you. Oh, okay. Zelda's going to talk to us. Constant incense. Ew, gross. Trying to guilt me into letting her smoke around me. I begged her not to do it because... You shouldn't be worried that you have issues. You absolutely have health issues. Yeah, no, it's... You absolutely already have health issues, unfortunately. But, you know, she's super nice about that. It's super great. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. It's not good. It's not good, and it's not it's not healthy at all. Yeah, no, it's already not good stuff, and that's definitely not helping. Oh, I totally could have grabbed that little hopper boy. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that, you know, once you're kind of like in your own space, or you're, you know, living on your own, you'll be able to kind of, you'll be able to get, like, your lungs will start feeling better, and your skin will start being better, and just, like, overall health will be better. But it just sucks, like, right now while you're, you know, around it all the time. Which is super unfortunate, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. Alright, come here, big boy. I'll take that. Yeah, that's not very fair to the cats either. I'm worried about you as much as I can be. You know, I mean, it sucks. It sucks for whoever it is, you know? It's just not good. Especially when you don't want to be around it. But yeah. Those cats are kind of cooked. Unfortunately. But, you know, a lot of cat ladies, a lot of lonely single cat ladies, not saying anything about your mom, just saying, will smoke around their cats. And that's not good. And then their cats end up dying with them a lot younger than they should. And it's terrible. All right, so I wanted to make a mention of this. I did test this out earlier before stream. One of the things that we can do is... Nice. One of the things that we can do is, as long as we're within view of a trail, or there's one on our mini-map, is actually shoot at enemies that are at, like, camps or just somewhere else. And as long as they're able to come to us, and we're able to stay within the bounds of our rules and our trail, we can absolutely have enemies come to us, so we can have some better gear and some better, you know, just some better equipment and everything. So we are going to be utilizing that in this run, because I haven't looked specifically, because that would take a lot of time that I don't have on my own. But I don't think there's a lot of really good loot on the walking trails. A lot of the good stuff that you find in this game is all within, like, areas that you have to go and explore, and they're outside of where you would normally just be walking, because an average Hylian would not just, like, casually be able to, you know, stroll upon things like the Master Sword or something, you know, some crazy stuff like that, which, by the way, we're not getting, because we have to go through the woodland area, and that is not a trail, so we're not doing that either. She exhausts her weed supply soon. That's terrible. Oh my gosh. That is so unhealthy. Yep, smokers make the least amount of sense. Let's get this guy before he totally sees us. There we go. And then I am going to take his bow, and we'll take his arrows. There we go. Just trying to get some... I just want to get some good setup stuff for us. Okay, this guy's not able to see us. Where the heck... What is this guy doing? Oh. Okay. What if we can do... I know I don't need to... I can absolutely just, like, come in here, but I don't want this guy to, like, throw anything at me. Okay. Yeah. Brother, you're done. Ooh, give me that. There we go. They go outside, yeah. Yes. I have a general issue with smokers just because I don't like smoke. I don't like weed. I don't like smoke. I don't like, you know, I don't necessarily have a hatred or anything, and I definitely don't, and this is going to sound really dumb, I don't have, like, anything against vaping necessarily, other than obviously, like, the nicotine, but, like, I don't know, I used to vape, and I did it, I don't really care about the clouds, like, I don't care about, you know, making cool clouds or something, like, that's stupid, I think that's dumb, you know, like, it's cool for, like, half a second, but it's really not that cool. But just like the different, you know, fruity flavors that they have, or like the different, you know, sometimes not even fruity, but just, you know, fun flavors or whatever. But like, that's the biggest issue, is like they make something that is bad for you taste good. And, that's just terrible. It's such a terrible business model, but it's exactly what they do. I mean, so I don't necessarily have an issue with it, other than, like, obviously, you know, if you're going to do it around people, it better be people who also do that stuff, because otherwise you're out here, you know, doing things that are harming other people's livelihoods and bodies, you know, and that's not cool. Oh, come on. There we go. Give me that. Give me that. I'm gonna knock this guy out here in just a second so I can take his stuff. Just trying to get nicely fitted up for our journey ahead.
Cough, cough, you mean like me and my cats?
Exactly like you and your cats. Yeah, see, you're getting it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not good for those people, you know? People who do not and or cannot consent to being in that environment, you know, they're like forcibly invited or whatever into an environment like that. It's just not good. I want to try to get some grassy hopper boys. Oh, never mind. They give stamina. I want the lizards. I want to get some lizards for speed, because going through faster would be kind of nice, because we're not going to be able to do... minus today, we are going to be doing it just so we can get the towers that we need. But we are going to need to get... we're going to be stuck on the trail, so we're not going to be doing any wind bombing after today. Ugh. She sold her engagement ring to buy more weed. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people who have addiction problems do that. Wow, that was a good shot. That was a really good shot. Yeah, a lot of people who have addictions will do just about anything to get their fix, you know? They'll hurt people that they care about. They'll sell things that are important, you know? It's really bad. People with addictions do some really heinous stuff just so they can get the stuff that they want, you know? And it's just, it's not good. It's really not good. All right, let's grab this tower.
Not one.
Get out of here. That's not what I wanted. I'm looking for... That's funny. You know what kind of scares me? The possibility of her having a do-over child when I'm finally able to leave and putting another human through this. Probably more insane because one child would have already left. Yeah. Except, like, your mom is... How long has your mom been single? Like, not to... I'm not trying to... Like, I don't want to say something that's, like, that sounds rude. But, like, if she's not taking care of herself now, it's hard for anybody who doesn't take care of themselves to be seen by somebody else as attractive in any sense. Like, that's just normal psychology, you know? Like, like, if you don't take care of yourself well, people see that. Yeah. I think this dialogue is 1221. I've got to remember these, man, because I'm terrible at this stuff. I just want him to stop talking to me. Look at those guys. They're frozen in time, just jumping. Dancing at their campfire. They have no idea what's about to happen to them. Give me that paraglider, you old fart. He's like, nah, you go do something. You know, that's the craziest thing, too. You go do something for me, and I'll give you my paraglider. Go do something for you. I don't even know you, bro. Although, to be fair, I am asking for his paraglider, so maybe I should be a little bit more respectful. I should be less rude. Come on. Where are you at? There you are. Yeah. All that time spent being a fisherman, being a bow fisherman, really taught me a thing or two about bow fishing. Also, just in case anybody at any point, tonight or any other time, wants to tell me, oh, well, you can whistle to get them to go. I know. I know whistling scares them. There's also a camp of Bokos that I'm trying not to have see me right now. So I am intentionally not whistling. Okay, I don't know how I didn't get a headshot on any of those, but that's okay. I think we'll be able to manage just fine. How do they hear that? That's insane to me. I mean, okay, never mind. Maybe I'm being... Oh, they didn't even hear me. They didn't even hear me. Also, there was nothing in those crates. That's insane to me. What did I just do? Did you guys just see that too? I'm pretty sure he threw a rock at me, and I'm pretty sure I hit the rock back at him with the axe. Oh no, I think he... Never mind. I think he threw... I think he shot me.
I just remembered the Really Bad Wednesday series.
There's a Really Bad Wednesday series? I didn't know that. Oh, is it just because... Well, I guess it is just kind of bad, huh? No, get this out of my inventory. Give me that. Give me this. No, get out of here. Nice. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Watching that thing is so much more embarrassing for the second time.
Oh, well then just don't watch it. I would never... Why would you watch something that gives you obviously secondhand embarrassment? Brother, what? It's gonna be okay. Turn it off. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Don't watch it again. I have to. It is just so bad I have to watch it again. That doesn't make sense. Just kidding. I watch tons of things that are super cringy. Every single time. Alright.
Only reason I endure it is because I yearn to make a relationship between a Hyde character and their roommate who becomes their master so they don't like go banana bonkers.
But you don't... You know what? Okay. I was gonna say, you don't have any influence on that. It's a show that has already been filmed and has... And you have no effect on. But you know what? I'm here for it. I can't even make judgments. I do a lot of the same stuff.
Worst character by far is Little Miss. The only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats, and also the local barista. She makes me cringe.
Nice.
I cheered when she got killed.
Nice. Very nice. That's crazy. Okay, so I need to get a few things. I do need to collect some good stones while I'm here. Because I need to get, I need to be able to get to Kakariko later and get both sets of armor. Or probably just the Sheikah armor. Because I really want to have that for later. Alright.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Silver, look at Discord.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, I've seen this before. You posted this before, haven't you? That's on your TikTok, isn't it? It's not? What? Oh, not that. Oh, I was talking about the video. I was talking about the video. I didn't see the... I was talking about the video that's above it. Not the picture. I didn't see the picture. They all just want to be your friend. Have you ever seen those Enderman girlfriend things? The videos of the Enderman girlfriend? That's what that reminds me of. I totally just did durability damage to that shield. That is so cringe.
What if I want an Enderman boyfriend?
Okay, that's not... Brother, that's not the point. I'm just saying, generally, have you seen those? You could absolutely imagine it as your own Ender boyfriend. You can do that all you want. I am not going to judge you for that. They can be pretty cute. Oh. Well, you'll have to go onto TikTok or YouTube and search them up or something. It's a they are really they're kind of really cute. Like some of them are just kind of cutesy and like goofy whatever, but some of them are like absolutely super adorable. And some of them are like kind of sad, but like in a cute sad kind of way. A Verity boyfriend, yeah, for sure. Give me that shrine. I mean, give me that paraglider. Give me your paraglider, you old fart. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Let's go ahead and grab these, because we're going to need these gems as well. I want to try to set up as much stuff as we can to be able to buy both of those armor sets. Because we can also get... There's plenty of... I think they're just blue nightshades is what we need to upgrade the first... to get the first level upgrade for the Sheikah set. But we also need to get... make sure we have Boko parts for the Hylian set as well. I just want to get some decent protection underneath us. Come here! Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's get this bad boy. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these arrows real quick. Sweet. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. What is wrong with you? Okay. Where should we go next? We should probably get... Oh, wait. I need this. Hold on. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, I lost an arrow somewhere, but... Anyways, I need this, and then let me grab these right here. Oh, there's my arrow. Haha. Let me grab these butterflies. So we can get some cold resistance going on. We'll also get... I want to get those spicy peppers so we can get our... I guess we don't need to do that, huh? We can actually just go and get the warm doublet for free. We can get freebies on that bad boy. We're not gonna need the stamina. Yeah, mess with me. Come here. I need your monster parts anyways, so. Yeah. And we'll get rid of this. No, I need that too. What the heck are you doing? Okay. To the camp. Give me these. Thank you very much. Because you never know when you're going to need a random bit of coldness. You never know when you're going to be lost in the desert and need to be wet and cold at the same time. You guys know all about being wet and cold, don't you? Alright. No, come here.
Silver, do you want to know the best scene in Wednesday?
I'm gonna assume that you're about to say the end credits. Or the intro. One of those two. Because sometimes you're pretty diabolical, and honestly, when I watch a cringe show, that's my favorite part, is the intro or the credits. Oh, well then go ahead. What is your favorite scene? Or your considered best scene? Oh, wait. Give me that guy. Give me this bow. No. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you know what? We are gonna need stamina. Oh, well. That's okay, though.
It's when Gomez Adams is in the shower and the zombie guy breaks down the door with an axe and he thinks it's Morticia, and starts being like, "Ooh, this is hot," and then it literally starts licking him with its long green website material tongue.
Ew. That's gross. Also, I think it's funny that it read her name as Morticia and not Morticia. Because, you know, that's exactly what we're going for here.
And then Pugsley comes in and stuns it before it can actually hurt him. WTF, do you mean Morticia? That's not how you say that name.
Morticia, there you go. Morticia.
And like 4 people just stare at each other awkwardly, it's beautiful.
Very nice. Oh, we're almost... You know what? We're gonna have to fight these guys. And, Whoa, hey, calm down, calm down, calm down. We're gonna have to fight these guys and then sit by the fire. Get out of here. Give me this. This is mine. I'll take that torch, because we're gonna need a torch at some point. Alright, let me take this food. Get some peppers. No, get off of there. Alright, I'm gonna consider night travel is like 9 p.m. to... I think it's like, what is it, 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. to 5 or 6 a.m.? What is morning? I think morning is considered 9 a.m. though. Hold on. Let's see what morning is. No, it's 5 a.m. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it'll be 9 to 5. So anywhere between... So 9 o'clock is our nighttime cutoff, and 5 a.m. is our daytime cut in, I guess. Adam Gamer, hello, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna grab this axe too, and let's see. Oh, come on. Uh-oh, now I'm cold. I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad to hear you're doing well you're doing well as well. Haha. All right, let me get out of here. Get out of here. Let me make something that's gonna keep me warm. Let's make something to keep us warm here for a second here. Yeah, there we go. Mel, hello, hello. I heard something happened with you, man.
One inappropriate version of
Not man.
Stay Calm.
Huh? Oh. Elaborate? For what thou do you... Oh, no, wait. For... Oh, goodness. The robot is back. Mel, I hope you're doing all right. I have not... I heard something happened, so I don't know if you could maybe... If something happened with you, or if you're okay. I don't know. I hope everything's okay. Adam, no, this is not the first time we're playing through this.
Welcome to the stream.
This is no,
you
we're
said something about a 9 to 5.
Oh. No, this is not our first time playing through this. This is
I will refrain from further elaboration. People are around.
That's okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're doing good now. That is good to know. Damn glad. Very glad. What am I making here? Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to do this. I'll just do 5 of these. Huge family reunion. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome back to the rest of the world. I do have the DLC, yes. Sorry. Yeah, so this is not the first time we're playing through this. This is actually the only game that I stream, and what I do is I play different challenges through this game. So right now we're actually just doing episode 0 of a new challenge where we just walk. We're only allowed to go through the game. We've got to beat the game going only on the walking trails of the game, with the Great Plateau being kind of an exception because there are no actual technical trails on the map on the plateau, so we are allowed to move a bit more freely in this area. There's just acorns here? Okay. For a second, I thought these were eggs. Now I'm kind of sad. No. Avram, you're fine. You're fine. No, don't worry about it. Nothing here is private. We're not private here. But when there's less folks in here hanging out, there's just a little bit more, I wouldn't say private, just unhinged conversations usually happen. Some other unhinged goings on go on, but no, you're fine. So loud that the staff had to move us to a conference room. Well, y'all should have been there in the first place anyways. You're gonna have a family reunion not inside a conference room? Where were you guys put originally? Were you put in like
When there's less people here, I can get away with more speech about
Stop. That's already too much. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That is awesome. All right. No, come back. Come back. There we go. No. You know what? I'll take it. Sure. We'll take it. All right. So bad. So bad. We're out in the second lobby, but somehow the conference room is bigger. Yeah, well, we're kind of like that, actually. At the hotel I work at, we have our lobby that's, like, fairly big, but it's, like... What are you talking about? Hey, you know, there are other people in here than just you. Silly goose. Let me see. Hold on. Are you talking about the,
Silver tell M.
Tell M. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh. Listen, look, okay. So I thought the Verity comment was from something. Cause something has, about Verity being bad with my friend. Yeah, so something is our resident, Verity lover. So I totally read that Verity comment as if it was him. I did not realize that it was you, Avram, and so that's what he's talking about. That's so anyways. So that was context that I missed. I did not read who said that. Because you guys are both on YouTube, both your names come up red. Twitch has this feature where like you can change your name so I can see different names on Twitch as different colors. I cannot discern names on YouTube. they're all like, to me, like you guys can see down here, like they're all YouTube names are red. And I just like, okay, well that was rude. Can you stop? Do you mind? Do you mind? Get out of here. Get out of here, you nerd. What do we use? All right, give me all these parts because I need them, and you can give me that, and I will take this as well. I need a personal helper friend. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call him. I need one of those too, for sure. All right, let's get Cryonis and get the heck out of here. We actually have so much to do, and I'm kind of dilly-dallying, and I apologize. We actually have a lot to do to set up today for the next few streams. So I need to kind of lock in just a little bit here. Oy, oy, oy. So for those of you that are new, we are currently doing a very Oregon Trail-esque challenge where we've got to follow just the walking trail. I'll put in the chat actually again what the rules of this run are, and I'll kind of talk over them so that you don't have to actually read them, but I can read off of them and I'm not missing anything. So the number one rule in all of my challenges are, of course, we have to complete all the divine beasts and finish the finale, which means Calamity and you know, nasty big dark beast boy. What else do we have here? Yes, the walking trails must be visible on the minimap at all times. Those of you that are new, I usually play this game on pro mode. So not master mode, but like the HUD, I have it on pro mode so that there's no minimap, there's no time of day, there's no temperature gauge, there's none of that stuff. And normally that's how I have it. But for this specifically, we need to have the minimap so that I know how far I am from walking trails that are on the minimap. So we have to be within at least minimap view of a walking trail at all times. With the exception, of course, of Gerudo, because going through the Gerudo Desert, there are storyline parts that we have to complete, and we can't exactly go through the entirety of the story in Gerudo without being off of a trail. So we have to have that exception, of course, obviously. Number 3, we are only allowed to collect weapons that are within view of a trail. That doesn't mean that they have to all be weapons that are on the trail, but they have to be within view of a trail somewhere. So we'll kind of get into a little bit more about how that works when we get around to it. Movement inside of towns is all free roam. So as long as we are within the bounds of a city or a town or whatever, we're allowed to kind of go wherever we want to. We don't have to be within a view of a trail because we are, you know, in there. So number 5, trails made visible in the game and on the map are allowed. So there are some times where you'll come across some ruins or some nature made kind of trail So, those nature-made trails that aren't considered trails on the mini-map, but they are trails by way of, like, looking at them, we can see that it looks like it's some kind of trail. Those are allowed, even if the mini-map doesn't say that it's there. So both of those are allowed. And then, let's see. Oh, yes, nighttime travel is not allowed. So it's very D&D style in the way of, like, you know, once it hits nighttime, we can only be, you know, out for a little bit of time. And then we've got to, you know, once, like, 9 p.m. hits, we've got to find a nice safe place to, you know, camp out somewhere and sit by a fire until the next day. So those are our rules. That's what we're going for here. Obviously, inside shrines is a little bit different. Ah, geez. Let's see if I can do this. I'm terrible at timing these. So, oh my god. These ones I'm really bad at timing. Yeah, see, even that was almost too late. All right. We are gonna grab this spear. I almost called this a claymore. This is not a claymore. This is a spear. Oh, I don't have enough space. How dare I? I know it does less damage, but I like having spears. Spears are nice. I like doing little bits of damage that I can do from a distance. It keeps me comfortable. Stark yellow. Yeah, I thought it was a character too. I was thinking about Tony Stark, and then honestly kind of I had no idea that that's what that meant. Yeah, but then why is it called Stark? Why is a flat color called Stark? That's weird. All right, we've got to go out this way. Can you not try to hit me, please? Goodness gracious. I want to get on top of Mount Hylia here because I would like to get our shirt for freebies instead of having to cook this guy his favorite food. Why are you spending all your time just building stuff? I thought we weren't doing that. I actually didn't know that was a rule. I just want to make a fancy farm. It either means a flat color or devoid of color. Huh. So lacking of color or just... But what's considered a flat color? Is it just like what is considered a flat color? Also, your mom is criminal for that. Your mom is absolutely diabolical for that. That is so unfair and so rude. Like, it's literally one of the... No pun intended, it's one of the building blocks of Minecraft as a whole. Like... Come on now. Alright, we are going to grab this amber that's up here. In case you didn't know, there's always an amber at the top of Mount Hylia. So if you're ever looking for an amber and you're one short, it's always there. She's just jealous that I'm better than her. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for the shirt, Oldie Locks. Cool, now we are protected from the cold. Even after 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and pull out our axe. And we can do a fall damage cancel by going into a throw animation and then completely ignoring all fall damage by swapping right before we land. It's pretty nice. Flat colors are defined as solid, unshaded hues without any gradients or textures, presenting a clean and uniform appearance. Interesting. Okay, well, I appreciate you looking that up for us. So, Stark colors are just a singular... I guess it would just be a singular flat color, yeah, that has no character whatsoever. It's just boring, apparently, or whatever. No shading, no color difference, no nothing, as far as I know, yeah, so it's just a color, raw, straight raw dog in the colors, got it. Brother, you're done. How did I miss that? Oh, go ahead. Ow. Why did I let him? You know what I should have done? Okay, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I didn't even try. I didn't even try. I apologize. I didn't even try. That was my fault. That was my fault. You know, raw dog in colors, you say? No. All right. Well, I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us, Avram. I hope to see you again soon. Oh, hello. Now fight me over here? Hello? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there we go. Yep, give me that. Oh, come on now. We'll drop that so we can have the Boko. The Boko thingy. Can I have that shield, please? Thank you. And then this should... I think this is just arrows. Oh, no, it's another amber. Look at that. Oh, the arrows are down here. Hold on. Uh-oh. 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 No, no. No, no. No, no. No, no. Okay. We're not doing any of that stuff. Get that fire away from all of here. No thanks. I just want this stuff. I should have saved those Bokos too. That probably would have been a good idea, because then I could have gone over here and I could have done that that one thing with the I could have done a BTB. That would have been fun. Oh well. All right. Oh, there was totally an opal by Cryonis too. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot about that. That's okay though. I think we'll have enough money to get through to get the stuff that we need. All right. Pot lid. Pro shield, by the way.
Cat keeps fondling his trash and then staring at me like, bro, it's 9:30 a.
Fondling his trash, huh? What do you mean A? It is not 9:30. It is 9:30 p.m.
And if I throw it, you'll start screaming. That ain't happening.
Your cat screams? You have a screaming cat? That's wild. A screaming cat. Also, Adam, I totally did not even give you any recognition earlier, and I apologize. I got lost in the rest of the chat, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. Pause. You're over. All right. I do want to grab this shield that's over here, so we're going to drop this bad boy and go pick up this other bad boy.
Yeah, he walks around the apartment at 9 to 11 p.m. going mo wo mo wo mo wo mo wo meow must so at that something or other.
Huh. Interesting. Your cat has a very interesting interesting vocabulary. Never heard a cat have that kind of vocabulary before. You know, good for him though. You know, good for him. He sounds well articulated for sure. You know, if only everybody could be as articulate as your cat, you know, we might just be okay. We might just get along just fine in this world if we could all talk just like your cat does. Yummy, yummy. I put a little bit more flavor in my, like a little bit more, yeah, a little bit more of the flavor in my drink today. I'll tell you what, the tiger's blood, this stuff is good. Very, very good. You know how dumb I was as a kid, though? When I was a kid, I asked about what, we used to have this flavor packet that we would put in water. I don't remember what brand it was. It was some weird, like, packeted brand, whatever. Called Dragon's Blood, and I was like, oh, how do you have a Dragon's Blood flavor?
Spend more time writing fan fiction.
Like, how do you get how do you get a flavor that's dragon's blood? Like, what do you do? And I was told that it was from an actual dragon, and I was like, what? How does that work? And I believed it. I believed it, like, wholeheartedly. I was like, wow, dragon's blood. You can do that? Anyways, all right, we're gonna jump off this cliff here and fall damage cancel. So we're just gonna jump off and then go into a throw animation and then release throw, and then I'm gonna go into this quick menu and swap our axe off, or swap our weapon off right before we land, and that will give us our fall damage cancel. Then we're gonna get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. Grab these Boko parts. Have you ever did the Trial of the Sword? I have, yeah. That is a ton of fun. Love doing that. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of challenges that bring me through the Trial of the Sword. You know, because it is such a short, like, it's such a short trial to have as like a stream, and then I don't have any like actual challenge for it. But I have done it on stream before. I just haven't done it in a while. But it is among one of my favorite things to kind of do, because being able to have full powered Master Sword at all times, and not just having it when we're around the castle or other like guardians and stuff, is so nice. Okay, I need another. We'll replace the Boko spear with the throwing spear. Have you done it in master mode? No, I have not. No, I refuse to play master mode. I enjoy playing this game too casually to do something like that. I applaud those who do it, but it is just not my thing. If I... Hold on. Yeah, get out of here. There we go. We'll need these, and then these are bomb arrows, I think. All right. Oh, I didn't grab the bow that was up there. That's okay, though. It's just the Traveler's Bow. There's a Traveler's Bow right next to the Stasis Shrine. Ooh, got him. Alright, let's see what we have over here. We can get a new axe from the old man's place. We can get another...
Crime of existing too loudly, and creature felt the need to remind me she actually wants a deformed cat that can't jump and is probably also fat because it's cute.
Oh my gosh. Favorite weapon in the game? Oh gosh.
She is literally referring to them as deformed and chubster. You can't make this up.
That's wild. Favorite weapon in the game? Gosh. I don't know. I kind of like the double axe. That one's pretty cool. I like... Oh gosh. I like the throwing spear. I don't know. Something about the throwing spear, something about the double axe. Those are, I think, definitely tied for, like, #1 faves. Not for any reason other than literally just, like, the visual of them. They are pretty cool. As far as function goes, I don't like the Master Sword. I think it's iconic, you know? It's great, it's cool, whatever. But honestly, I'll take a Royal Broadsword over the Master Sword. You know, like, I'd much rather have that instead. But I don't know. Favorite bow, definitely definitely I think the ancient bow. No, you know what? I like the ancient bow because I like how sleek and compact it can be when you put it away. And I like that it's nearly 100% straight. Oh my gosh. I like how straight it shoots, and that's really nice. But honestly, Favorite bow, probably the Great Eagle bow. But I think like tied for first for me is between the Eagle bow and the Falcon bow. Both of those are really good. I like those. What about you, Adam? You have some favorites you'd like to share with the class? Let's go ahead and wake these bad boys up. We can get some more parts here. Yeah, go ahead, do something. I can fight you guys all day. We got ourselves a nice shaft. Ooh, it's almost sleeping time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are gonna have to throw up some fire here.
That's what she said.
Okay. If we sit here before 9 p.m., then none of the Stal enemies will spawn. There we go. Okay. That one does not come alive, and I don't know why I shot it. Goodness gracious. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah. Okay. Then last one over here. Not my bow. Not my bow. Yeah. Sweet. And there we go. There we go. Get rid of our terrible skew there. I hate that it automatically gives you skew when you just do a shield surf cancel. Like, that's one of the things I don't like that went from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. You know, because the Switch 1 never had that issue. Ever. Ever. If you ever got skew, it was only because you shield surf landed on a slanted surface. But now, shield surf canceling can also give you skew, and it's so annoying. But only when I'm trying to win bomb, because I can handle having skew forever if I'm not wind bombing. And then I would wind bomb through here, but there's a claymore over here, and I'd really like to get it. Okay. All right. We've gotten to a point. It's time to get rid of all this crap. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. We'll eventually get another torch. I will say the Traveler's Sword is very reminiscent of the sword that you get in Wind Waker, and it is I don't know, there's something about it that I really like. Oh, buddy. Now that was pretty good. I would go get that amber, but I really don't want to. Oh, what did I do? Why did I do that? That was so terrible. Good Lord have mercy. Someone save me from myself. Okay, well that wasn't supposed to happen, but alright. Bling. Chat, we've got to get off the plateau, bro. I have like, how many towers did I say we needed to get? We have so much to travel to go and do. I'm not gonna do the. I'm not gonna follow.
Hypothetically, would you ever stream Among Us?
Hypothetically, I don't know. I've never played it. I have no idea. I have never played it, so I don't know. I don't know if it would be entertaining, and I don't know. I don't know how to make that entertaining. Because if I did, I'd also have to like incorporate the possible idea of playing it with, you know, a handful of you guys maybe, but like I just don't know how to I just don't know how to play it. I don't know how to do stuff like that. See if we can get anything good. I got a couple of good things. A silver playing with viewers stream would be fire. Yeah. Well, we'll keep it in, I'll keep it in mind. Also, I totally forgot to grab the sword that's back here. Out here talking about all this, you know, we need to upgrade our stuff. We need to upgrade our arsenal, and I'm out here forgetting some of the best stuff over here. Because right up here is a soldier's broadsword. This does like, what is it, 12 damage? 14 damage, which is pretty solid. That's some pretty good damage, so. Does the game still fail-safe us to the... Hold on. I wonder if it still fail-safes us to the Shrine of Resurrection. It does! Nice! Okay, that is very good to know. Okay. I thought there was like maybe like a time limit on it or something. We totally get fail-safed back to the Shrine of Resurrection. That is really good to know. There was a reason I wanted to come back over here, but we'll go and get our paraglider because then we can go to... I want to go over to where Cryonis is, but not necessarily at Cryonis. It's, where the heck is it? This over here, this, wherever the heck that is. That little waterfall over there, it's got some goodies that I want to grab before we completely leave. There's also there's a soldier's bow up here that I'd like to also grab. I missed the water by, like, less than an inch. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Oh my Lanta. I said the word paraglider and my brain immediately said, oh, we have that now. So I also just sort of jumped and I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I was mashing B so I could pull my paraglider out. Did not work. The one concern
I could see you having is teaming TBH.
Teaming? Well, I don't even know what that means in in the context of the game, because... Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I've watched some clips of it, but like I don't...
Someone getting killed coming to stream chat and saying, guys, White killed me.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Or you being imposter and immediately getting sniped.
Yeah. Let's get a stamina vessel. We are gonna need it. We are gonna need the stamina so we can go to those towers, because we've got some towers to hit. For the sake of saving time, Avram, welcome back. Welcome back. In the spirit of saving time, we are not going to be taking out any wolves just in this episode only. because we have so much to do. I've got a lot to do, but I've only got about an hour to do it. So we're going to see how well we can get across all of Hyrule in an hour. Literally back and forth through Hyrule for, like, I'm pretty sure I said, like, 9 towers or something like that. It's a little criminally diabolical. Ha 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 ha. You're so funny, Link. Ah. Alright, here's the challenge. We've each got to drink a gallon of milk, but we've only got an hour to do it. They said, what was the second part? Alright. Listen, old man. Listen, you old fart. Please stop talking to me. I got stuff to do. Okay, so I think the hardest ones to get...
Loser has to give the other player a big juicy oral kiss and you have to pretend like you like it. That was a reference.
You know, I would have, I think, enjoyed the reference more had you not told me that it was a reference. That was pretty fire. Okay, so where we need to go is we need to go to the Wasteland Tower. So we've got to do Wasteland. We'll probably do that one first. And then we've got to do Ridgeland, Tabantha, the Central Tower. So this is what I'm thinking. We go to Cryonis, and then we go to the Wasteland Tower. From there, we go back to the plateau.
I was telling you to kiss King Roam Bosphoramus Hyrule.
Bosphoramus is wild. That's crazy work. We'll go back to the plateau. We'll go to the Central Tower. Then we'll go from the Central Tower to the Ridgeland Tower, over to Tabantha, and then probably back to the plateau, into the Dueling Peaks, to Hateno and Lanayru. Then we also have Eldin. God, we have so many towers to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is 9 towers, including the plateau. So, let's go ahead and drop all of these bows because we're not going to need them. We'll get this bow. Of course, it's raining. Wonderful. Good thing we don't have to worry about that too much.
Dual commandments.
We're also going to have to cook up some stamina food real quick, too.
Number 1. You shake your opponent's hand and give him a kiss and tell him he's grand.
Let's do the axe.
Number 2. Wave your guns high in the air, then kiss him again to show him you care.
What are you referencing? Because now we're gonna have to. Now we're gonna listen to all of the. Oh my gosh.
Number 3. This next step is the hardest. Kiss him on the lips, but don't be too modest. I don't remember the rest.
Aw, darn. You have to kiss him. The hardest. Kiss him on the lips and don't be too modest. What does that mean? What is that referencing, and what does that mean? Okay. We need to wind bomb this way so we can get... Oh my goodness. Okay, but please just send them all in like one, if you can. Okay, we need to go down. I believe these are fire arrows, and I'd kind of like to have those. If they're not, I think they're just regular arrows. They are fire arrows. Haha, see, my memory's not totally shot yet. Hang on. I might be Unc, but I'm not Grandpa. Okay, and then in here we have another sword, and then we have 2 different types of arrows, and we have another bow, but it's a spiked Boko bow, so we have 2 pretty nice right-off rip bows to take off the plateau. All right, back to Cryonis. And then we've got to... Oh, no. I have to cook. I have to cook. I've got to cook. Ah, crap. Okay, well, that's all right. Yeah, we need to make stamina food, because if I don't make stamina food, then we're really screwed.
Number 4. Next step, load up your guns, then kiss him again. This next part is funs. Number 5. Throw your guns into the river, there's nothing a little kiss can't deliver. Number 6. Agree that fighting's not cool, then kiss once more, cause that's the rule.
There's nothing a little kiss
There's actually
can't.
10 dual commandments, but I guess there's only 6 kiss commandments.
Ah, darn. How am I supposed to live now? Nope. Hold on. You guys hold your horses. How was I not already... I don't know how I missed that. Yo! That was pretty good. We'll take the amber. Yep, you can go ahead and look at me all you want, you goober. Nice. I will take that. Thank you very much. I will take your guts. Thank you. Take this stamina. Okay. And then we're gonna go... okay. I guess we don't really have anything to... There we go. Light that bad boy up. Hello? 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 Can I not cook? I think 4 does it. 4 as a whole. Yep. Okay. Well, all 5 of these should give us... Because, of course, the one time I do 5, it's going to give me a crit that does almost 2 whole circles of stamina. Because why would it not? Oh, man, chat. This is diabolical. Okay, I need both of these, and I need this fang. I can't cook while enemies are near. Oh, do I have to do it when I'm not looking at them? What? Ow! Hey! Why does that jump not give me, like, any distance, though? Rude. Okay. Give me these. Give me that. Throw it in. Okay, not a lot of stamina, but that's okay. I think 1 coarser bee honey does 1... No, it does not. It does more than that, actually. But that's okay. That's okay. That's all the stamina we have, though. Yeah, that's all the stamina stuff we have. So we're gonna just do our best to make this work. All right, back to Cryonis. Then we'll go to the wasteland area. Or I wonder if maybe we don't even need the Wasteland Tower, since we're not... No, we don't need the Wasteland Tower. That's totally one whole tower we don't even need to go to. Because there's no trail that we actually have to follow in Gerudo, we don't need to get the Wasteland Tower. What am I talking about? We don't even have to follow the rule for that one, so let's go to Magnesis, and then we can just skip that tower entirely. So we'll just get 7 of our towers. So we're going to go from Magnesis, we'll go Central, Ridgeland to Bantha. And then Great Plateau... Dueling Peaks, Hateno, Lanayru. And I think after Lanayru, we'll do Eldin. Eldin will be kind of the last one. It's a little bit weird, but I think we can manage. I think we can manage. And I'm going to grab these herbs, too, because these are, without cooking, these are single heart healers, which is pretty nice. Look at that. 1 whole heart healed. My whole heart is healed. Okay. Okay. Well, that was rude. Oh, hold on. Best music in the game. Hold on. So good. So good. Okay. To the tower. Awful. Awful. All right. Right. They're going to give us all of these. Okay. Well, that's fine. We may end up just grabbing, let's see, where is it? Yeah, this is our Epona amiibo. Okay, well, that does not work as well as I wanted it to. I'm so much less consistent in doing those ones. I want to get a little bit further. We're gonna run out. I know we're gonna run out of stamina stuff. We're definitely gonna end up using all of it to get through this, but like before we even we'll get to like maybe the next tower, and we'll be out of stamina stuff before then or by then. Oh, isn't the Ridgeland Tower like? It is. I always forget about that. The Ridgeland Tower is the one that's like guarded by all those Wizrobes and Lizalfos. That'll be fun. There we go. Oh, right. We have a Yiga clan guy who's going to try to fight us over here. And this ancient boy that I know we're going to have to fight. Watch. No? Stop. Oh, we just avoided both of them. Oh, I love that. Well, you know what that means. That is crazy. And you know what? I'll take it. That was really good. We got here with no fight at all. Thank you for not giving me all the struggle, man. Sweet. All right, one tower down. One tower down. How are you doing there, Avram? I hope I'm saying your name right. You haven't corrected me yet, so I'm assuming I'm saying it right. Or you just don't want to correct me, but if I am saying it wrong, please tell me. Can't wait till they add cushions to an actual Minecraft, an actual version of Minecraft. What do you mean cushions? Why would they add cushions? You know, eventually Minecraft's going to get to a point where it's been updated so many times, and they're going to have so many different, like, things that make it so, realistic or whatever, that people are just going to stop. Maybe so you can sit down. Yeah, or maybe they could just add, I don't know, a sit feature. That might be nice. People are turning them into working TVs. Oh, I know, I've seen those, yeah. Making, like, full, like, 480 pixel or whatever. Not Avram, it's Avram. Got it, got it, got it. So, like, kind of like Avril Lavigne sort of situation. But it's not Avril, it's Avram. Vroom, vroom. Well, I appreciate the correction. I do not, yeah, I don't like, if I can help it, I don't want to be saying anybody's name wrong. That was not as good as I wanted it to be. You want the players to sit on the hard wood and stone floors? Absolutely. No, they absolutely should. They've got to train their butts somehow, you know? Do with that statement what you will. They need to train their butt, and I'm leaving it like that. And you can dislike it all you want. but that's what I'm sticking to now. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Okay. That was pretty good. Okay, if I would have run into him, I know that it wouldn't have done anything, but, like, that would have been pretty cool. All right, let me get close enough to this one, and we can grab this Korok seed real quick. Nice. I think that should replenish our stamina. Yep. Haha, full stamina. Heck yeah. All right, I'm not going to engage in any fights. We are literally just out here to get our towers. That is what we're doing. So I need to not... If I start a fight, I don't care. I need to run away from it. We are not straying from the path. We have one goal for the rest of tonight, and it is to get these towers. Because I also cannot be incentivized to, like, collect weapons or something. We're not following any of the rules. What are you doing? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not listening to that. I promise you I'm not listening to that.
Wish me luck. I'm going to try and get 5 stars on chapter 2 of Beat Spell.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, good luck. Let me know how it goes. All right. Man, it is so orange over here. Holy goodness. But also, the sunset is pretty. Like, this game has some incredible, like, lighting and everything. Like, I love... See, like, people ask me, you know, even when I tell them in the real world, why, like, I get asked a lot, like, why I play what I play and why I don't play other games. And I even get asked by some of you guys why I don't play other games. And it's like, this game has so many things that are just so pretty. And I love this game. Nice. See, easily avoid the entire... Look at that. We just avoided the entire chaos. No problems whatsoever. We're on the top tier pedestal area thingy. Nothing can stop us. We are top tier professionals. Boom, look at that. All right, let me heal up a little bit here. Not bad. You know, we're making some good progress. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought this would already take, like, I thought this was gonna take me longer. I think I have a really good habit of getting distracted. Like, any newcomers to the stream, or if you're watching the VOD anytime after the stream, look, you'll learn pretty quickly. I get pretty easily distracted. There are some streams where I try to stay pretty on point. I try to stay pretty, you know, goal oriented. But you know, one of the other things about being in my streams is, like, we just like to have a lot of fun, and sometimes I just get distracted and things happen, and, you know, the goal takes longer than expected, which is why I don't ever set a goal that's too crazy for the stream, and also why I break things up into several episodes, because I do get distracted with chat and just with, you know, with other things. So I don't take things overly seriously. And also, you know, we all know how this game goes. Everybody knows how the game is going to end and what's going to happen. But being a part of the adventure, including all of the random chatter and distractions along the way, that's the fun part. All right. Nice. That was pretty good horizontal execution. All right, let's land on top of this one over here. And then we'll launch off again. You know what I'm going to do, though? I want to do this. I do want to come up here, because there's some eggs up here that I want to grab, and then I also want to launch off of a higher platform. So we'll grab these, Then, I don't have any cooked food. It's okay. We only have a few hearts. 1441, I need 1500 for 5 stars. Hey, that's not that far off, though. You did pretty good. I think if you keep going, you keep trying, I think you'll get it. High score is 1464. Yeah, see? You're not that far off. You got this. You will get it. That's only 40 points off of what you need. Adam, welcome back. I hope all is well in your IRL life. Hi, Foxy. They're so cute. I love those things. I love those things. Okay, we're gonna avoid this Boko camp. That's okay. We don't have to worry about any of that. Wait, there's our... Oh, it does. Okay. I did not know that. Whistling does affect the noise meter, which, by the way, does nothing for the gamer. I will tell you that. I don't know if you know, if any of you know this, but the noise meter below our temperature gauge does next to nothing, because it doesn't matter if you're wearing the quietest armor. You know, like, you can have level 3 sneak, and it still plays at, like, max volume for whatever reason. So I don't actually know the purpose at all. Okay, this one is gonna probably require us to use one of our stamina foods to get all the way across here, which is fine because we need to heal anyways, so it'll give us a chance to heal and get more stamina. So let's go like this. Nice. No, 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 no. That's okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. No, that's okay. This is a trail, right? This is a trail. You know what? I know that this is a trail because I've walked this area a lot. So I'm taking you out at the everything, and I'm taking your stuff. Taking your spear. Thank you very much. Okay, give me your parts, brother. Give me your parts. Where are you at? Oh, you're all the way over here. Annoying. Give me these. There we go. Okay. And then... Oh, my Lanta. Okay. Okay. There we go. That did not do nearly as much as I wanted it to. This is why we don't fight and we don't stay out after 9. This is exactly why. Nice! Yeah, see, there you go. 1530. See? I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. No! I blew myself up. I didn't. Please get up, 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 please. Oh my god. Link, I hate you. Good job, something. For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Oh my god. Why are we so far? Fantastic. Oh, that was not nearly as good. Oh, no. How did I... Okay. Oh. There we go. Man, I did that once on a stream. I did that first try. I got the arch correct and everything. It was amazing. Oh my lord. I'm not about to play these games with you guys. I'm telling you. None of them dropped any eyeballs, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, well, okay. Just randomly in my left ear, hearing this guy sleeping and snoring is gross. Like, that sound was not on my bingo card. I'll tell you that right now. Oh. You know what? That's okay. We'll try that again. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, that's okay. No, we don't have to do all that. Hold on, wait. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay. Let's save here just in case, because I know that something's gonna happen. Because something always happens. We'll just come over here. And I guess since we're going this direction, we'll go over to this cliffside instead of that rock like we went to last time. I cannot believe we died, by the way. Like, that's actually insane. Dying to fall damage. Actually, I didn't even die to fall damage. I died to, rolling damage because Link couldn't get up off his, you know. Well, if you know, you know. Can I whistle sprint up this? Oh, yes, I can. Nice. Get me up here, please. There we go. Okay. There we go. No way. No way. We don't have to shoot the... Oh, my gosh. Didn't even have to shoot the eye down. That is fantastic. All right, we got the tower. We can get this tower up and going. Nice, okay. Oh, jeezums. Josh and you. My name is not Josh. My name is not Josh. I would never Josh you. I don't even know a Josh. That's actually not true. I do know a Josh, and he actually sucks. He's actually terrible. So I would never Josh you. 6 points away from 5 stars is crazy. Oh my gosh. Very good job, by the way. 6 points is insane. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. There we go. I'm gonna smack that fire centaur right on the base of his tail. Why does that sound so suggestive? That sounds so inappropriately suggestive. Please calm down. It's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. He's gonna be scared when he wakes up in bed with me. I think I'm scared. I think I just got scared, actually. Okay, so that is all 3 of the towers that we needed over here, so we can go back to the plateau and we can go get the Dueling Peaks and Hateno. So we're actually not doing too bad. We're actually... Yeah, we're actually making decent enough progress. I actually kind of like this. Okay, I like that this is going the way that it is. All things considered, it's only 7:10. I've still got 50 minutes till the end of stream. So we do have some time, which is pretty nice. I thought this would take a lot longer. But I think because I'm trying to stay like focused, I'm not having to worry about it as much. I am going to come down here and cook some food so that instead of eating multiples of food, we can actually just have one like meal. So let's go ahead and cook up some meat. We'll take some of these single hearts and like these single heart foods and cook them into double heart foods so we can do that. So we can just have one thing at a time instead of, you know, two. Oh, I'm out of my Dubby drink. Which, for those of you who don't know, I am sponsored by Dubby. And if you'd like to try some for yourself, you can. And you can use my discount code, SilverWolf, for 10% off your order. It's pretty great. You go to dubby.gg. You can try any of these wonderful flavors. Very, very good. It's a good, healthy energy boost for you that is not caffeine, or it's not coffee, but it is caffeine-based. It's got some other really good, good things in it for your mind and your body. It's also just super tasty. Currently, I've been not munching. I'm thinking about eating because I'm cooking food, but I'm currently working on a tiger's blood container. Tiger's blood's pretty good if you don't know. And it's actually, what does it say? What is it? Strawberry, watermelon, and coconut flavored. That's pretty sick. Pretty good stuff. Except I'm currently out. I ran out of my drink. My drink? My diet, Dr. Kelp? I can go and make another one. I have some cold water sitting in my fridge, but then I also have another coffee. And I'm kind of torn between which one I want to have. Alrighty. We're making pancakes, that's what he says. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Making pancakes, that's what I'm gonna make. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. $15.26, look at you. See, there you go. There you go. Brother's got it in the bag. All right, let's do a mushroom and 2 acorns. That should give us 2 hearts. Gave us 2.5 hearts. How? 1 makes a half. Another 1 makes another half. That should have been 2. I don't understand how that works. None of that makes any sense. Now I have 1 more of the first half left to get 5 stars. I don't know what that means. What? 1 more of the first... Oh, never mind. I'm just confused. I'm just a confused fart. Don't worry about me. That was only 1.5. So 4 should be 2 hearts. Ah, 4 is 2 hearts. So what the heck? Anyways. Cook up a little bit more stuff and then we should be good to go. No, give me another one. Wow, 5 hearts instead of 2. Let's do a little bit more. I just want to make sure we get as much as possible. I don't want to be... I don't want to be shorted. And then we'll just cook 1 so we can heal the 1 heart that we have missing. Yes. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna save here. And let's go to the top of the tower. And then we will continue to the rest of the towers. Oh, man. My fingers felt tight. They feel good now, though. They are feeling good. All right. So our next current goal is just to get the rest of these towers. So we've got to get. We're gonna go to the Dueling Peaks. We're gonna go to Hateno, way out there, and then we've got to get. What else do we have to get? Dueling Peaks, Hateno, Lanayru, Eldin. So those are the rest of the towers. So we've got 4 more towers to get, and then that'll be all we have to do for the rest of tonight's stream. And then, because this is episode 0, so episode 0 is of all of my challenges are just setting up for the rest of the challenge, so I get through the plateau just so that everybody knows, because I don't want to do the plateau off stream and then get onto the challenge afterwards. I think it keeps me a little bit more true to the challenge itself, and keeps me honest if I'm doing the plateau every time at the start of a new challenge during stream. That way, if I have specific rules, I am following them and everybody knows that. And, then I can also kind of, talk about I'm not jumping straight into the challenge and talking about all the rules at the same time. We're just kind of covering the basic stuff, so. But yeah, I like to use episode 0 as a good setup for the rest of the challenge, so that we're not spending a ton of time through the rest of the episodes doing setup stuff. I'd like to be mostly done setting up before we start doing anything else. Hey, a star fragment's falling. Well, that's cool. And then, of course, this challenge specifically requires that we have the mini-map and have some of the map unlocked, or at least a good portion of the map unlocked. So we are... No. I do not want to look at your ugly face. Whoa, bro. Calm down. So some of the rules we're not following just for today. So, like, staying on the trail is something that we're not doing, because we've got to be able to get all the towers so that we can actually see where all the trails are. And normally, one of the rules that I have is no healing in the middle of a fight. So I have to be somewhere that is considered somewhat safe in order to actually heal. Even if I'm in the middle of a boss fight, I just have to be somewhere where they can't hit me. And also, I have a wolf kill counter at the bottom of the chat. And normally I have to kill any wolf that I hear or see at any point, anywhere, during my run. But, again, considering the rules that we're currently trying to follow, considering that I'm trying to get the map unlocked so that we can do the rest of the challenge, we're not doing any wolf kills right now. And then we're also not doing, normally I wouldn't be allowed to be out right now because it's 2:45, 2:50 in the morning. And one of the rules for this challenge specifically is no nighttime travel. But I don't feel like having to stop every time it's 9 p.m. just to sit by the fire until the next morning so we can, keep going. So we're tossing out some of the rules just for episode 0. Which is normally how these things go anyway. Nice. And then our, let's see, Hateno Tower is, we have to go through the Dueling Peaks. I'm gonna go around the Dueling Peaks, but it's like we're gonna have to go around here, and then it's all the way over here. It's like just beyond this area. So it's not too far into the next region, but it is far enough that it's like semi-problematic. So we're gonna do our best. Excuse me. There's also a talus over here, and I am not trying to mess with that. Whoops. I had a little finger freeze up? Look, I don't want to... I'm cool. I don't need another friend. I'm cool. I've got the friends that I want. I'm all right. Please do not shoot me. I'll take that arrow, though. I see you over there. Don't look over here, brother. You stay in your lane. Okay, let's get around these guys here. Yeah, because I want to be able to go see... The reason that we're getting Hateno is because I want to be able to go in and get... possibly get the armor... but also it's, I don't know, I kind of want to go see Impa and maybe get the camera so that we're able to get the champion's tunic, but I don't know how much we're going to get into this challenge, so I want to make sure that I'm prepared enough for just about anything and everything. I don't want to have to stop in the middle of something and be like, oh, you know what I want to do? Let's go get this tower in episode, 2 or 3, where I'm like, let's go get this tower randomly. No. 4 stars on this new one. Oh, on this one now, but I remember that I suck at it. Yeah, some... Uh-oh. Let's do this. Okay. I honestly did not expect that to work at all. I thought my circle bomb fell way too much. I am honestly surprised that worked at all. That was pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting so much failure. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Sweet. Okay, let's see how well we can do this here. Nice. Okay, this one's gonna be kind of interesting. Look, no. No, that's okay. You don't need to be doing all that. That's, you're doing a lot for a little, okay? You gotta calm down. Oh, man. Okay, oh well. Let's see how much of this we can bypass. That is insane. Why did that happen? Yes. Okay. Very nice. Nice. And then... Please? Please? Yes. Okay, good. Good. That's what I needed. I just needed that to burn a little bit. Let's see if we can... I'm a little bit worried about doing this. You know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to come over this way, and then I'm going to drop, and I'm going to let my stamina replenish. Then we'll go up. Oh, you know what else we can set up for after we're done getting the towers? Because we'll probably have a little bit of time left. Is we will spawn Epona and go get some money under our belt. So we'll go to one of the stables, probably the Dueling Peaks stable, and we'll register Epona and also talk to Beetle, and we'll get some money under our belt. That way we can get to Kakariko tomorrow and not be struggling for cash too much, if at all. We'll be able to just kind of waltz into Kakariko, take care of a couple things, get some armor, upgrade it a little bit, and then skedaddle. It was kind of always my goal for this challenge specifically to be like very Oregon Trail-esque, but I was like, I had to do a little bit of research. I was like, how much about the Oregon Trail is actually taught in other states that are not the Oregon Trail? But because it's not like specific to Oregon, most states, if not all of them, teach about the Oregon Trail. And I was pretty surprised actually about that. So that was kind of a cool bit of knowledge I did not have, but I know that now. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that they do that. I think our straightest best shot that we currently have available to get to Lanayru is probably the Dueling Peaks. We're just gonna have to kind of go like this way. Ugh, okay. Because doing it from Hateno, from the Hateno Tower is like not it. That is super not it. All right, so we're gonna have to go from here. That's not it, is it? No, that's the Woodland Tower, I think, because, yeah, because that's the Woodland Tower, because that's the forest, so we've got to go, like, this direction. It's not bad. That was okay. I can deal with that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's get off this way. Yep, there's the tower. I know, I see you. And you see me. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, fantastic. No, it's actually great. Oh. Yeah, I'm too vertical for you. I'm too vertical for you. You're not cool enough. You're not cool enough to look up this high. That's right. That's right. Where's the... Huh? Oh, it's like off this direction somewhere. Okay, hang on. Can I get... That is not going to take me where I want it to. But there's our tower. Okay. Not them tormenting just random wildlife. These guys. No, I don't think so. I do not think so, actually. You know, I like the vertical height that I just got from that, but I'm kind of a little bit bummed I didn't get more vertical distance. I mean, horizontal distance. Look at this boy down here. What you doing down there, friend, huh? You hanging out? You having a good time? Yeah, I bet you are. Okay, great. Awesome. Love that for you, bud. You patrolling the marshes? Yeah. Oh, you're doing such a good job. Hi. Okay. So, can I... Hello? Hello? Can I swap my weapons here, please? Let's... I will take that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, that would have most assuredly killed me. And I'm not about to mess with all of that. Come here. No, come here. Whoa, hey. Yeah, bring that back here. I needed that. I'll take that. No, give me that. It doesn't do that much damage, but I think that their base damage is like half a heart. Like they do, at least in the armor, that I'm currently wearing, or the clothing that I'm currently wearing, they do like, I think they do, I don't know, enough damage that it would have mattered. It would have hurt me. All right. But now we have 2 spiked Bokobos, so that's exciting. All right. Look at this sleepyhead over here. Is this considered a trail? Can it be, please? No. Oh, you've got to be joshing me, bro. You've got to be tickling my... How am I able to lock on to... How? He's so far away. How? Bro. Okay, let me just No, stop. Would you? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's insane how far away you can be from a Hinox that you're not even fighting and you still lock onto him. Okay. I don't think I can save on top of a structure like this. Oh, but luckily it doesn't matter. Because this should be plenty of distance. I'm going to go up this way. You know what? How did you throw that? How did you do that? Can you not do that again, please? Yeah, you can't throw that high. Knock that off. Okay. Let's see about going this way. Nice. Yeah, that's almost the whole tower. Almost the whole tower just from that one watchtower. That's pretty sick. Kind of like how that went. Yeah, we got to the top. Here we go. A little bit further and jump. Nice. Nice, nice. All right. That is almost all of them. We've got one more. Jonk, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I hope you're all right. I hope everything's all right. We've got one more after this. We've got just Eldon, and then we'll be all done with the towers, which is good. Good and tired. You know, me too. But I'm glad you're doing well. What's got you so tired? And what have you been up to? Okay, I don't need to go here. I do need to go over there. So we're gonna swap our shield out. We don't have any non-wooden shields. So we're just gonna I wonder if having a shield on actually makes a difference when you're launching. I don't think that it would, but it very well might. And that might be a thing we have to consider. Maybe until we get into the hot region, we'll just keep our shield on just in case. I don't know. We are approaching. Yeah, I think we've now reached the portion that is technically always daytime or always dry. It's not always daytime. It'd be cool if this was always daytime. They still experience the night. They just don't experience anything wet because it's a volcano. Good for them. I'm honestly surprised these guys haven't eaten their entire land. They're like, oh, these delectable rocks. How in the world? Please get up, please get up. Oh my god. I worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and kept bringing energy drinks to work. And then it would get busy and I wouldn't get to drink them till like 5 or 6. And then I would go to bed at like 3 a.m., rinse and repeat because I'd be super tired the next day. Oh my gosh, no. That is terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised you're even alive. I barely survive doing stuff like that, man. That is diabolical. That is also true, yes. You know, get that bag. Get that bag, friend. Well, I am glad that you are here, and I am glad you're okay. And, you know, just exhausted, you know. Work be like that. Yeah, at the hotel, we sell energy drinks at our gift shop, so... Well, it's only 3 days, but normally I get like one short shift a week because we have a lot of people. I assume you mean like a lot of employees, like other employees or whatever. But still, I mean, I can work one day and be exhausted. You know, I can be off for you know, my regular weekend and still be exhausted the whole next day after working because, you know, because it's just busy, you know? Like, busy days make tired people. 4 were on vacation this weekend. Oh my gosh. That is insane. We have, yeah, you know, we've got all of our housekeepers, like 3 or 4 of them are trying to go on vacation at the same time. And like, you know, it's a hotel. People love to travel in the summertime. How are you going to have 4 housekeepers on vacation for at least a week, if not longer, through some of like the busiest times of the year? That's insane. You know, and like there's been a little bit of drama there because, you know, some of them are not getting approved, and, you know, they're like, oh, well, I've been here forever. Also, that was a really good wind bomb, and I totally got gypped out of it because of the freaking top of the tower that just denied me entire access. Rude. But yeah, like, you know, they're like, oh man, I've been here forever and my vacation should be approved. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, dude, you're picking to like use vacation when it's busy. Like, use vacation when it's slow. You know, use your vacation time when there's nothing going on. Then you're like not at work being bored and getting paid to be bored out of your mind. You can take that time that you would be bored getting paid to do something that you want to, that would make you happy and you'd have fun doing. Like, that just makes way more sense. The heck? What are we talking about here? You know, like, I was going to say, if all, you know, I just hit 2 years. I just got 2 weeks of vacation. I was going to use my vacation in the wintertime just so I could get paid to do nothing. But I wanted to see my kids, and, you know, having 2 days off of work to drive, you know, 4 hours just to, you know, see my kids for less than a day before I'd have to be, you know, driving back or whatever is just a pain. So being able to have, you know, the opportunity to see them, you know, for the first time in like however long, and, you know, driving out and then having that time where they can actually just be here with me and I don't have to, like, the only thing I'm worried about is, like, stream, but I don't have to worry about work. Like, that would be great, you know, and I'll be able to do things like I can take them out somewhere. Like, I want to take them to we have, like, a dinosaur museum that's super cool, and just other places that I'd like to take them, you know, that I don't normally get the opportunity to. Like, it's kind of weird, though. Like, when they lived with me, I never did anything like that, but I also didn't have time off of work. I also didn't really, you know, like, it was just like, this is serendipitously the most perfect time for me to hit my 2 years and get my 2 week vacation, and that they moved away, and so I'm able to do something. Like, if they were living with me still, I would still be doing this, and I would still take that time off of work. But now it just works out better because there's so much driving involved. So, but yeah. There's like a science museum I can take them to, and there's a dinosaur museum, and you know, I might even take them to Seattle. Like, although I don't know, I just recently heard about a Seattle shooting that I'm not exactly excited about, so maybe I won't do that. I don't know, but it wasn't out by the docks. It was at some like food festival, but still, like, that's just terrible. So maybe I won't do that. I don't know. Anyways, sad topic aside. But hey, I'm glad you got to get some good work, and I am happy for you that you're gonna have a little bit more in your paycheck. So that's exciting. Sunday I was supposed to be there from like 2 to 5:30. So that we had 3 people during the rush, but as soon as I got there, another girl went home because she didn't feel good, and I ended up there until close. Ugh. And it's crazy busy for hours with 2 people instead of 3. Yeah, and what is it that you're doing again, if you don't mind that I ask? Both owners were at a fair, so no one there to help. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Don't you love that? A teenager job. Hey, you know, a job is a job. I don't judge the job that you have. I'm almost 30 and I manage a kitchen at a hotel. Like, there's no judgment. Money is money. You know, whatever you do to make things work, they make things work. Line out the door for probably a few hours. Yeah, that would make sense. Well, especially, you know, I mean, if it's an ice cream shop, you're probably busy, like, all the time. I mean, not actually, but, like, you know, because it's hot and it's the summer and people love ice cream in the summer. Heaven forbid one of your ice cream machines goes down and people just go, oh, great, you're just like McDonald's. And then they walk away, you know, all pissed off. Good Lord, that would be awful. The absolute worst thing ever. Oh my goodness. Hey, well, let me go over here and put some music back on. It's all hard ice cream, not soft serve. So it's a bunch of pre-made boxes. Oh, okay. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Okay. Let me turn this down just a little bit here so that I'm not drowning out anything. Well, cool. Yeah. You know, I would look forward to having a nice paycheck, you know, at least better than normal, you know what I mean? So I'm happy for you. That's cool. And good job, you know, being, no, you're fine. You're totally fine. You are totally fine. Yeah, that can be kind of a lot, you know, when you're, working any service type of, you know, any food service industry type job. It can be a lot, you know, being around a lot of people who, you know, especially if it's hot or, you know, they're waiting for a long time or whatever it is. I mean, you know, people will get grumpy and you can have a lot of that to deal with, and that's just not good. So, but yeah, good job. Good job. Food service is not easy. We don't technically get breaks because most of our shifts are barely over 6 hours. Yeah, I think you're, well, I mean, aren't you supposed to get at least like one 10-minute or 15-minute break? I mean, that's pretty standard for most, although if you're, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not working 6 hours at least, then you don't get a break, which is like, it's weird how that works, but I get it. I mean, I used to work, one of my first jobs, I worked at Walmart, and I only worked for like 4.5 hours at a time, and if I didn't, like, I didn't technically get a break. You know, I wasn't technically allowed a break legally. They let me have a break just because of the kind of work that it was, but we weren't legally required to have a break because, or at least I wasn't, because I didn't work long enough. But I think I was also a minor, so they were kind of a little bit more lenient about it because they were like, well, you're, you know, a kid and we don't want to, you know, so we work a little bit more, but no one really gets annoyed about it because they kind of let us do whatever when it's slow. So technically we should, but it evens out. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. That's the cool thing about food service sometimes is that, you know, in some of those industries and some of those businesses, some of those places, you'll get around to, you know, even if you don't get a break, which honestly, I'm supposed to have breaks, but don't let my boss hear this, but I don't really ever take a break unless he goes into the kitchen to tell me to take a break. And then he's there to make sure that I take my break. I think it just slows down. Like, I just get to, like, it ruins my flow, you know? So I don't know. I just can't handle it sometimes. So I just don't take a break, you know? But there's tons of times where it's slow enough and, you know, or there's like a break in service overall and I can just hang out for a minute, you know? I don't know. I'm not that worried about it. And as long as I at least sign off on our sign-in sheet that I took a break, at least a break, then it's fine. So, you know, I don't worry about it too much. Oh, that's right. I was going to do a couple other things real quick before we got off, but I'll stay on this screen for right now just because it's nothing important. We're just going to go get, I've just got to get Epona spawned in, registered, and get some go shop with Beetle, you know, sell some stuff to Beetle. But I am going to go here and then turn the game audio off for you guys because there's no need. It is no longer necessary. Okay, well, that was terrible. I was going to say something and I cannot remember what it was. I don't know why I just did that. That was weird. That was terrible. That was so weird. That was so weird. What is going on? Cool. Oh, I'm literally all the way back over here. I just want to get to... Look, I just need a stable. That's it. I just need to go to a stable. Absolutely diabolical. I'm going to lunch with one of my old teachers on Wednesday, and I finally get to tell her about my scholarships. That's awesome. That's super cool. Very nice. Well, I bet you're looking forward to that. I imagine it's, you know, obviously you're going to lunch with them, so it's probably a teacher that you actually like. It's not one of those, you know, weird ones that you're like, yeah, I'm just going with you out to lunch for, you know, just to be a nice person and show that I'm a nice person. That is really cool. When I was a kid, when I was in, yeah, when I was in elementary school, I got this thing from a teacher that I was supposed to, so she gave all of her students we were in 5th grade. She gave all of her students that were leaving elementary school a red card with a little baggie that had 2 marbles in it. And basically there was like a note inside the card that said like, on your graduation day, like, you keep 1 marble and come back and give me another marble, you know, assuming you're still like in the same state or the same city or whatever. And I remembered it on my graduation day, but I had no idea where I had put it because I was in 5th grade. I'm going to go through all of middle school. And I also moved like 3 times between 5th grade and my graduation, but I moved like 3 times and I was still in the same state. I was still relatively close to the same city, you know. I just moved a ton, and I felt really bad. But I think about that actually pretty regularly. You know, it would have been cool to actually have that opportunity to go back and see that teacher again. And you know, like sometimes I think about it and I go, man, she probably thinks I'm personally so mean for not remembering that, but like she probably doesn't even know. Like I don't even think I don't even know. I don't even remember her name. I wouldn't be able to tell you her name ever. Avram, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Yeah, we'll be wrapping up here soon anyways. I'm just finishing up these last couple of things, but I appreciate you being here, and thank you. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again. I've got to sell some things to you, Mr. Beetleman. Yeah, she was my gifted teacher for a couple years, and she's retiring next year, so I'm trying to stay in contact, plus she can help me with college stuff. That is, yeah, you know what? It's never a bad idea to have some good connections, you know? So, good for you. That's very good for you. And also, that's super cool. I'm glad that you are able to have that kind of, like, relationship with your teachers to just, or at least, you know, this teacher to be able to, you know, kind of do that. That is really cool. Okay, we're definitely not going to have enough. We're definitely not going to have enough rupees to get all the sets that I want, but we'll be able to travel a bit and get a few more things. Let's see. We will. Oh, I can't grab that. It was one of those like 5-person classes, so she knows me well. Oh, okay, knows you and your parents pretty well. Well, that's good. That is good. Let's get rid of this torch and replenishment on our axe, because there is a pitchfork over here we can grab, and then we also have another axe back here that I want to grab. Actually, let's, just for the sake of it, use our slightly broken one. It's not broken, but it's used. to open these up, get whatever's in here, and then we will drop, pick up. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Very cool. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's pull out our... I know how amiibos work, thank you. Yeah. I think the only horse better than Epona is technically like the royal horse. I think it has like one tier, like one level better speed or something. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I'm a liar. I think level 4 is the highest you can get. I may be wrong though. The royal horse might have a level 5. No, I'm pretty sure the royal horse definitely is a level 5 horse. I don't know. Anyways, all right. So that is all I wanted to do there. So let's go here, and then we can let's grab this teleportation spot real quick. We could do this shrine, I suppose. I'm not going to do it tonight, but we could do it if we wanted to. But I want to at least get it to teleport to later. That way we can just get started right on our trail challenge. I'm pretty excited to do this one, actually. I was doing some testing on the trail itself earlier today, and it is pretty fun. Like the things that I'm allowed to get away with, and the things that I'm like able to get away with, are pretty exciting. They're pretty, like, as exciting as like a game that we've played like 47,000 times can be. It is pretty exciting. On the way to Hateno through the Dueling Peaks, there's a trail that we can take that is around that Hateno like big open field that Link basically dies in. There's a camp there with a bunch of Bokos, and I can actually get far enough to the camp that I can actually trigger all the Bokos and get them to, you know, come after me and attack me, which is really cool, because then whatever weapons that they have, they'll actually, you know, come to me, and I'll still be within view of the trail. So I'll be able to actually have some decent enough equipment from, you know, just doing stuff like that. So that is really cool. Knifest. I imagine it may be, oh, okay. Well, hello. Welcome in. Nice to see some friends of other folks coming in and saying hi. I appreciate you being here. Knife Star. Oh, nice. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Knifest sounds funny. Yeah. Disregard the welcome then. It's going to read that as your name every time. Just so you know, but I will keep that in my head. It is Knife Star. Got it. Knifest. That is funny though. Well, I hope you're doing well. We're just about to wrap up here for the night. I just finished getting the rest of the stuff that I needed for our current running challenge. So we've got all of our towers, and I've got a horse registered, and we're ready to actually begin the actual challenge itself. So starting tomorrow, we are gonna take on from the trails off to Kakariko and get some armor and try to upgrade it a little bit and see if we can't get a little bit more money so we can get the Sheikah set, because I'd like to have a level 3 sneak. All right, well, I hope to see you again in future streams there, Knife Star. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you being here. We're gonna hope to, I want to get the Sheikah set, and I want to get the Hylian set, and hopefully upgrade them both at least once at the Fairy Fountain in Kakariko. And then we'll probably go from there. Probably, oh man, this is gonna be so interesting. So the way that this is gonna work, the way that this is gonna have to work is, unless there is a visible trail from here, and I don't think there is, because I remember this area. This is just a big open green hill. There's not really a trail here, so we're gonna have to go through Kakariko, and we'll do all the stuff that's here. We're gonna have to trail back out and down here and through the dueling peaks to come all the way back here. Knife Star, thank you for the subscribe. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was super weird. I'm super weird about stuff like that. I apologize. I appreciate it though. Thank you. But we're gonna have to come all the way back here. I'm gonna try to teleport the least amount possible. The only reason I wanted to get this one teleportation spot is so that we could start here with Epona tomorrow. But from here, we're just gonna, I want to try to just use trails as much as possible. So I'm thinking we'll come all the way back here, and we'll have to go up. What direction is it? This way, and take this trail and then this trail, and then like all the way up here. We're gonna have to go through here just to, oh man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun, but we will be encountering probably plenty of enemies along the way to get some good just some good loot and some good weapons. So hopefully that will be something that works out more in our favor than not. So we'll see how that goes. I know that there are a couple of Lizalfos over here, and we can go to the Boko camp that's over here because we will be still in sight of like in, I think, mini-map view of the trail here, so we should be able to go across and fight this camp, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have a little bit of fun though. We'll figure all that out. I'm looking forward to this though. I'm like I don't know why, but something about this, I think I don't know. I got really into so one of the things that I attribute this challenge specifically for is the Oregon Trail. And when I was learning about the Oregon Trail when I was a kid, we did, you know, and I think a lot of schools do this. They do a little like kind of role play thing. It's very D&D, and I love D&D. I think it's so cool, but it's very role play. You know, you get to be a character or pick a character or whatever, and you get to build like who you are and whatever. And then you and your, you know, family, that's like your group in class, goes through you know, the Oregon Trail, and you'll experience things like sicknesses and injuries and even death, and I just think that's so fun. So the idea of doing that in here in Breath of the Wild, instead of, you know, wind bombing everywhere or doing, you know, some other challenge, this is just a lot more of a role play sort of challenge that I'm looking forward to doing, because for me personally, it goes further beyond the different challenges, excuse me, that I've seen before of people just playing the game as a regular Hylian. We're not doing that. We're still Link. We're still able to do all of the stuff that Link can do, and like all the fighting and all of that stuff. But it's just the I don't know, the fantasy of like role playing as someone on the Oregon Trail. Especially with the rule of like not being able to travel at night, so we've got to, you know, set up a safe camp area where we can sit by a fire until the next day, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't know, just something about it really just excites me. So I don't know, I'm looking forward to the rest of this challenge. So anyway, so I'm gonna go over here, and now that playlist is over, I'm gonna play, oh gosh, what do I want to play? I don't know, man. So normally at the end of my streams, I like to play different songs, usually by my girlfriend. She makes some really cool music. She makes some really good glitchcore music. One of her newest songs recently is called Rainy Days. She actually just released a new song called Habits, and I've got to add it to the playlist, so I can't play it just yet, but I do have Rainy Days, and that is one of my current favorites of the playlist that she's got going. So I'm gonna play that and have that playing as our little outro here. But let me see here. We'll turn that off. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit because it is a little bit quiet. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I think that's all I've got. I don't really know exactly where I want to start tomorrow. I'm thinking like after we get through, we probably will just go through Lanayru and do Varuta first. I don't have a rule that's like holding me from using the champion abilities. I think like because we are still Link, you know, I'm not taking any of that away from us. I'm still going to be able to use them. We're still going to be stuck to like being on the trail. But we're still going to, but we'll be able to use the champion abilities. My brain's getting a little bit fried, so I'm going to get the heck out of here. So I'll leave the song playing. I'm going to go to the offline screen and let you guys listen to the song the rest of the way. And once the song ends, then I will end stream. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or a great rest of your night. And I'll have a few folks that like to come in and they like to watch. They are from Malaysia, so or at least they are just currently residing in Malaysia. So whenever time of day you're watching this, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Jonk, I appreciate that you came in, regardless of what time you came in for. I appreciate that you were here at all. Great job working. Get that bag, friend. Get it. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, money, money, money.